So Chuck is my love. He is the husband who makes me feel secure and loved and protected. He is the father who makes our children feel safe and loved.
My lifestyle consists of basically soccer all year round. I play myself in different leagues. I coached at Kaiser High School for the last 7 years. I lead a healthy lifestyle. I try to eat well. I work out at the gym as much as I can to keep up so I can play soccer more. And I've been training with the high school kids for over 7 years now. On March 2016, I was playing in my men's 45 and over league. And towards the end of the game, I was sitting in my chair resting, and I needed to come back in and substitute for one of our players.
A few minutes left in the game and noticed he was not coming in and sitting down, taking his shoes off, which was very unusual.
I sat there and drank my protein drink, and that's probably the last thing I remember.
And we heard someone yell, "Help, help, Chuck collapsed, Chuck collapsed."
When I arrived, Chuck was having a heart attack, and there was an ER doctor at his head, making sure he has a good airway. And there was a firefighter that had the AED was on him already. He called for a shock, so we shocked him once, shocked him twice, and we shocked him another time, third one, and after that, he just stopped breathing, and he had no pulse. So we started CPR right away, and then soon later, the ambulance was right there.
I received a phone call, and they just said, "Edith, we are resuscitating your husband."
The next time after that, I came to in the ambulance, and the first person I saw was the EMT technician, and he had just told me I had a heart attack. And I thought to myself, man, I'm in a lot of trouble now.
We found that of his 3 major arteries, 2 were okay, but the artery down the front of the heart was 100% clotted. So I put a wire down, I opened up the blockage with a balloon, and I left a stent in, and he looked pretty stable.
That moment, I'm like, okay, I got my Chuck back. He's awesome. I'm waiting in the ICU, and all of a sudden, code blue, ICU. Code blue, ICU. And my heart just, I knew it.
This is estimated to happen in about 1% of patients who have just received a stent. They were giving him multiple medications, doing CPR, pumping on his chest to get his heart to restart.
And I think at that moment, I looked out the window, and it's a moment that I had talking to God and talking to his mom. And I go, "Amalia, I know he's your only child, and I know you want him. But just tell me, what am I going to tell my children? What am I going to tell Kira? What am I going to tell Brandon?" And then all of a sudden, my friend goes, "The light is off, Edith. The light is off." I'm like, well, it's because he's gone. Yep. Chucks are priceless. And they worked so hard that they brought Chuck back.
He's stabilized, and we bring him back up to the intensive care unit.
Then it was time for me to go home and take care of the kids. And then I get a knock on my door that Chuck again coded. My life just crumbled to pieces.
Got the pads on him, shocked him, brought him out of it, and when he opened his eyes, I'm sitting there with him going, "You're okay, Chuck."
So at that point, we consulted our electrophysiologist, Dr. Lum.
I made the decision that he needed a defibrillator at that point to prevent him from having another one. And fortunately, that night he had another cardiac arrest, in which case his defibrillator was able to treat him appropriately for it.
So after my 7th cardiac arrest, people in the hospital were calling me the Miracle Man, and I myself was wondering, how did I survive 7 cardiac arrests?
The reason why Chuck is a miracle is, one, there was a automatic defibrillator at the soccer facility, and then that there was an emergency technician in the adjacent soccer field who knew what to do. Number 2, there was a hospital nearby that was capable of doing the procedure, cardiac catheterization, to open his artery. Number 3, the miracle is that when he has the cardiac arrest, there is either a nurse walking by his room or was in the room itself when it happened.
Thank you to everyone that helped save my life. I owe you a debt of gratitude. You gave me my second chance to be with my family. The way I look at it now is If you die, you don't take your things with you. The most important thing is your family. So my advice to all my friends and all my family now is spend as much time with your loved ones as you can.